Oh, good. Hi, everybody. We're signing into Facebook Live. Just give me a minute because we're going to tape you back up to the post here.
I hear somebody passed away and you're still.
Yes, I heard that too. It was unfortunate. I don't know who passed, but they found somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's found on.
Yes, I think it maybe had to do with a medical thing, though.
They think maybe it was drug-related.
I know that I also heard that there was like a multiple car pileup outside the garden center there on Wednesday. I think it was yesterday.
Oh, there you go. So that's you're in the picture.
Where was that?
That was Highway 6 going north towards Caledonia in front of the Mohawk Garden Center.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello, everyone that's live with us right now. We're just chit-chatting until we get everybody here. So today we have Debbie, Karen, and Richard. I think we might have Dawn. We're just waiting to see. So
Was there anybody killed in that accident?
not that I heard of. No. I just knew it happened. Sorry. Is that okay for you, Christy?
Yeah, I think.
We're just trying to avoid the glare on our Jeopardy. It's pretty bad glare. We got too many windows here.
Well, and everything's laminated, which gives you a nice shiny surface, too.
I know. But the top, for reference, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 for our point system. Oh,
Do we have
They
a
are
double
in the waiting
jeopardy
room.
oh, they're in the waiting room. Okay. Sorry, we're doing like 5 things at once here. Why isn't it joining them? Where's the thing in the waiting room? But not on here. We've had some troubles over here though.
So,
Okay.
just stop. I know.
There we go. Dawn Louise is here. Hello.
Hi.
All right, so we got 4 people playing today. All right, everybody's here. So Dawn, we have Karen, Debbie, and Richard with us on the phone.
And I'm Wendy.
And Wendy. Yes, you haven't met Wendy. And Larissa, yes. Yes, so you haven't met Wendy yet. I think
Is that
you're the only one that
because
hasn't.
it's a windy storm?
This is Wendy Cheechok she's our Friday helper. Did I say your last name?
Okay.
Yeah, you did actually.
All right. So Richard, yes, Wendy is helping us today. Chrissy's here too, but she's working on some packages that we're going to be sending out.
I couldn't hear the instructions.
Okay, so we're going to do the instructions all at once right now. So today we're going to be playing what we call Summer Jeopardy. So our categories are Summer Celebrations, Summer Blockbusters, Summer Olympics, Vacationing, and Gardening. Our point system, you can choose from 100 points, which is the easier category, down to 500 points, which is the tougher questions. So, there's 100 to 500 points under each heading. So, today I believe, oh, and just to check, does everybody good with those instructions?
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Richard? Did you catch those all right? Richard?
Just a minute, I'm not hearing you very good.
Oh,
You wanted the number?
nope, I just explained the instructions. I wasn't sure if you heard
I'm
them.
not hearing you enough to give you a proper answer.
I wonder why. Hold on, let me try and switch something. Is that better? Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay, so it must be the speaker today. All right, no worries. So I'll just go over it again for instructions.
Okay, please.
So it's a Summer Jeopardy game. So we have, you got that, okay? Did you get the categories?
One was gardening, the last one you mentioned.
Yeah, so one is gardening. We have vacationing,
Okay,
Summer Olympics,
okay,
Summer Blockbusters,
all right,
and Summer Celebrations.
okay,
And our point system's the usual 100 to 500 under each category.
okay.
Alrighty. So, okay. So we're going to ask Karen first, since she was on first with us. So Karen, which category would you like to start with?
Thanks, Summer Olympics.
Summer Olympics. For which amount?
1, 2, 3,
Let's go
4,
for
5.
100.
Did you say 500?
100.
Oh, 100. I was like, ooh, that's gutsy.
Oh, easy.
All right. That's not the right one. Oh, I gave you an extra one for gardening and vacation. Let me just find it here. How often are the Summer Olympics held, Karen?
Can you repeat the question, please? I missed the first couple of words.
How often are the Summer Olympics held?
What is every 4 years?
That would be correct. It is every 4 years. So Karen, we're keeping track on a different board since we have no room left here. And that's 100 points going to you.
Okay, same category for 200.
All right. How many times has Canada held the Summer Olympics?
Will it be twice?
That is incorrect. It's actually only been once in 1976 in Montreal.
That's what I
Yes.
was afraid of. Okay.
But good guess.
Hi, Christy.
Oh, hello, Christy. We miss you. She's watching. Christy's Spain. All right, let's see. So,
Oh, does it stay in there then?
yeah. All right. So next we have Debbie. We had you on next. What category would you like to pick from?
About vacation.
Vacationing. Did you want 100?
Okay, I'll start with 100 first.
Okay.
Okay. Which of the following attractions has the most annual visitors? Las Vegas Strip in Nevada, Niagara Falls, New York and Ontario, Faneuil Hall, Boston, or Times Square, New York City?
I know New York is a lot busier.
Mm-hmm.
I would say New York.
And you are right. Very good.
Good job, Debbie. 100 for you under vacationing. All right. We'll go around. We'll take turns. How's that?
Okay, go ahead.
Next was Richard. So this one is for you. Which one would you like to pick in your topics?
Gardening for 100.
Gardening for 100. All right, Wendy, what do we have?
What is the fastest growing woody plant in the world? Is it oak, bamboo, or pine? You are correct. It grows 35 inches in a single day.
Oh my gosh. All right, Richard, that's 100 for you. An awesome guess. All right. Dawn, what would you like to pick?
Go for vacation.
Vacationing for Dawn. Would you like 200, 300, 4, or 5?
Try 200 for now.
2?
200.
Okay.
200.
What city is home to the world's tallest Ferris wheel? Is it Orlando, New York City, Las Vegas, or London?
I say London, so London I.
No, actually it is not London. Did I give the answer?
Not yet, because I
Okay.
just realized somebody else has to get
Okay,
it. So,
yeah.
but good guess. It wasn't London. All right, back to Karen.
Okay. To answer? Or
Uh,
to ask?
to ask, we're gonna whatever category you want for the number. So you can go for the one that Dawn had, or you can pick a new one.
Let's try summer blockbusters for 100.
All right. So Karen picked summer
You
blockbusters
have that
for
one, I think.
100, which yes, I do have. Okay. This 1977 summer blockbuster, A New Hope, is the #1 movie of all-time ranking and $1.6 billion. What franchise was it?
I said Star Wars. I don't think it's right, but that's what I can think of.
That is correct. It is Star Wars.
Oh,
Hey!
$100 for Karen.
$100 for Karen. Great guess.
Yeah, that worked.
Awesome. Okay, so Debbie, what would you like to pick?
I will take vacation again and I'll go 200.
For 200 vacationing.
What city is home to the world's tallest Ferris wheel? Orlando, New York City, Las Vegas, or London?
The world tallest Ferris wheel. I would say it might be London.
London was already guessed.
And that was incorrect, Debbie. You want to try again?
Okay, what was the other one?
Orlando, New York City, or Las Vegas?
Let me just see. Might be Orlando.
It is not Orlando. We're stumped on this
Yes,
one.
we are some. That's a hard 200 points.
But we're down to 2 guesses now.
Yes.
So.
Okay, wait a minute. I would say
Oh,
Las Vegas.
we're gonna move on there, Debbie.
Okay.
Sorry. We made Dawn move on too, just so somebody else can steal it. But that is a good guess. All right, Richard, what would you like to pick?
I'm saying the Ferris wheel one.
You want the Ferris wheel
Okay.
one? All right.
So what city is home to the world's tallest Ferris wheel? Orlando, New York City, or Las Vegas?
I'm saying Las Vegas. I like to do things big out there.
And you are correct. It is Las Vegas. It's
Good job.
550 feet tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Richard got vacationing for 200.
Yeah.
He said that they like to do things big out there in Las Vegas, for those of you that didn't quite hear him.
That's big money country.
Big money country. All right, next up we have Dawn. What would you like to pick?
Vacation for 300.
Vacationing
They
for
like the
300.
vacationing
Yeah.
All right, over to the next page. Universal Orlando opened in July 1990 with a variety of original rides. Since then, many of those rides have evolved into new ones. Which ride is still standing as an original to Universal Orlando opening in July 1990? Is it Beetlejuice's Rock and Roll Graveyard Review, E.T.'s Adventure, or Jaws?
It's a loaded.
I'm gonna, well, E.T. was pretty popular. And so was Jaws. That was impact, being a big impression on a lot of people. And the last one was
Beetlejuice, Rock and Roll.
and it's the longest standing one. Well, Beetlejuice was relatively current compared to some of the others. So,
So which one do you think is still standing?
I'm gonna go with what was the first one?
The first one was Beetlejuice.
Okay, I'll go with Jaws.
You're Go with Jaws. That is incorrect.
Oh, you were so
Correct.
close. We have to move on though, Dawn. You're gonna kick yourself when you hear the answer.
I think so.
All right. Next up we have Karen. What would you like to pick?
Oh, me again. Summer celebrations for 100.
Summer celebrations for 100. I think I have that one. All right. This is a festival of Caribbean culture and traditions held each summer in the city of Toronto. What is it?
What is Caravana?
It is Caribana, correct.
Oh, very good.
Karen gets 100 points for summer celebrations. Good job. Yay. All right, Debbie. What would you like?
I'm gonna pick, okay, I'll try celebration.
Summer celebration. Do you want 200?
Yep.
Okay. This was a music festival held August 15th to 19th, 1969 on Max Yasgur's dairy farm in Bethel, New York. People are jumping at this one.
I wasn't born that time.
But you heard about it.
Oh, I'm sure you've heard about it. It was a big hippie fest. If I googled hippie fest, the name of this would come up.
It's somewhere in the States, right?
I believe it was in Canada.
Oh, is it?
No, it wasn't in Canada.
Yeah, New York.
Oh, upstate New York.
Dawn knows this one.
Okay.
I think it, yeah.
Let me see, is it a parade?
It's a music festival.
Oh, it's a music festival. Okay. Music festival. Let me see.
It's also a Charlie Brown character.
It's also a Charlie Brown character. Your team, well, your opponent is giving you help.
Let me just see. If I don't get it, he can get it. Music festival, okay.
Starts with a W.
Oh, it starts with W. Don't know. Walt Disney? No. No, I'm gonna have to give up on that one.
Pass on that one.
Good
That's
try,
okay.
Debbie.
Good try. Next up, we have Richard. What one would you like, Richard?
That was worth how many points?
200.
I know it.
Well, go for it.
It's an easy 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one?
Yes.
All right. Do you know which music festival it was? You can say it out loud for us, Richard.
Woodstock.
Yes, it is Woodstock.
New York.
Oh,
Woodstock, New York. That was the answer. Have you heard of the Woodstock Festival before, Debbie?
no, I don't think so, no.
Oh, darn. We give you a trick one then.
All right.
Good job, Richard. And good guessing, Debbie. Good efforts.
And good clue, Dawn.
Yes, everybody worked together on that one.
They did.
All right, I think now it's Dawn. We're back to Dawn. All right, which one do you want to pick, Dawn?
I'll go for vacationing again.
Vacationing for 300?
Okay.
All right, let's see. Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nobody tried this one again. Okay, so again, Universal Orlando opened in July 1990 with a variety of original rides. Since then, many of the rides have evolved into new ones. Which ride is still standing as an original to Universal Orlando opening in July 1990? Beetlejuice Rock and Roll Graveyard Review, E.T. Adventure, or Jaws?
I think you guys asked me this one.
We
yes,
did.
you repicked the same one. And you
You're
picked,
down to 2 choices now.
yes, you picked Jaws before.
I said Jaws before, but that was incorrect.
That was incorrect. So
Incorrect.
Beetlejuice or E.T. Adventure?
E.T. Adventure.
You're right. You
Yay,
got it.
Dawn! It was E.T.'s Adventure. Good job.
It's the only original ride that still remains at the park.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was 300.
My daughter seen E.T. twice in the 80s.
Oh, really? So Richard knew that one too. That was vacationing for 300, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're back to Karen.
Hello. Let's go back to summer blockbusters.
Blockbusters. All right.
For 200 or?
Yes, please.
All right.
I just can't see very well. If 200 is next, then that's great.
Okay. How many times has Canada held the Wait. Oh yeah. How many times has Canada held the Summer Olympics?
Didn't you ask this just a little while ago?
I did, but we're re-asking because I wasn't supposed to tell you the answer.
But I think you did.
I might have, but do you remember the answer?
Well, that's the bigger question.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna try what is once.
That is correct. That was the answer. There you go. Good job, Karen. We're gonna take at least as less confusing, I guess, for a bit later. All right. Debbie, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 300. Vacationing.
Oh, that one's gone. Do you
You
want
have to go for
400?
400.
Oh, okay, what's left?
There is summer celebrations for 300 to 500. Summer blockbusters 200 to 500. Summer Olympics 300 to 500. Vacationing 400 500. And gardening 200 to 500.
You said that vacationing is taken, right?
There's
You can do 400 for vacationing.
or 500.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
That's 400.
400. Which of these city zoos is the oldest? Is it Vienna, London, or Dublin?
Ooh, this is in Europe, right?
Yes, I think.
City
I would
zoo.
say, Vienna, London, and what was the last
Dublin. Dublin, Ireland.
one? Okay. I would say let me see. I imagine it would be Vienna.
You're right. You got it, Debbie. Good job.
Good job.
Oh,
It was Vienna. That was a tricky one for 400.
Mm.
So you got 400 points on that one.
yeah.
Good job. All right, Richard, your turn.
Let's try. Well, I gotta find something that's got a 400.
That's a 400. So everything has a 400 left except for vacationing. So you have summer celebrations, summer blockbusters, summer Olympics, or gardening.
I'll try gardening for 400.
Gardening for 400.
All right, Richard. Which of these colors is not a shade of the camellia flower? Pink, white, red, or blue?
Mm.
I would say that's for me, that's blue.
You're right. You got it. Very good.
Yes, awesome.
Say blue in the background?
I don't think so. I didn't hear anyone say blue. Did anyone say blue?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. It is blue, and you got your 400 points.
Good.
Awesome. Okay, Dawn, what would you like? Gardening? Is that what Louise thinks?
That's what Louise does.
So 200, 300, or 500?
I'm not the green thumb. I'll go for 300.
300. When should you plant daffodil bulbs? In March, the fall, or the summer before?
Never. Fall.
You're right. Excellent.
It is fall. You got the 300 points. All right. So we're back to Karen.
Oh, wow. Let's try summer blockbusters for 300.
Summer blockbusters for 300. All right, that's me. An enduring time travel caper classic made a movie star out of Michael J. Fox and set an inventive blueprint for just about every space-time tale to come. Chrissy, you didn't have an answer on that one. Okay.
Can you repeat who the actor was or who the person was?
Michael J. Fox.
What is Back to the Future?
That is correct. It is. You got your 300 points. What is Back to the Future? Christy forgot to write it down, so she had to whisper it to me. All right, Debbie. What would you like to pick?
Okay, what's left now?
We have summer celebrations, summer blockbusters, 200, 400, 500, summer Olympics, 3 to 5, vacationing, 500, gardening, 200, 500.
Okay, I'll go back to celebration.
Celebrations for 300?
Yeah.
All right. I have that. All right. Okay. Is a national holiday marking the anniversary of Confederation in 1867 when the British North America Act came into effect. This act united 3 colonies into a single country. It's a special day in July.
Is it Canada Day?
That is correct. It is Canada Day for 300 points.
Excellent.
Good job, Debbie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Richard, it's your turn.
I'll go for gardening for 500.
Ooh, gardening for 500.
Let's see.
Be interesting.
Yes, going big or going home.
Oh, yeah.
All right, a sunflower is actually 100 to 500 flowers, 500 to 900 flowers, or 1,000 to 2,000 flowers.
They're multiple flowers, which is right because they've got multiple seeds.
That is correct.
2,000.
You're right.
Oh,
1,000
yes.
to 2,000.
Good job, Richard. You earned that 500 points. Everybody's clapping for you.
If you ever watch them combine sunflower seeds, it doesn't take them long to get a bin full.
That is true. He said if you ever watch to combine sunflower seeds, it doesn't take them long to get a bin full. Because there's so many of them.
And those sunflower heads are hard on a combine.
Oh, and he said the sunflower heads are hard on the combine too. I could imagine. They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're a lot bigger than the cob of corn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Dawn, you're up next. Get those glasses ready.
Summer celebrations for 400.
All right, summer celebrations 400. Here we go. This is a festival held every year before Lent and considered the biggest carnival in the world with 2 million people per day on the streets.
That's a tough one.
Pardon?
Mardi Gras.
Ooh, that would be a good guess, but it's not Mardi Gras. We're kicking ourselves for not putting that in there, but it's not Mardi Gras. That was very close. It's a big festival, though. But no, we're gonna have to move on, Don, but that was a good guess.
Whereabouts was it held?
It says it's just the biggest carnival in the world. It doesn't say where it was held. But I'll give you guys an overall hint for everybody since it's an open question for whoever wants to get it next time. It is held. Well, I can't tell you where it's held because the name is in it. No, can't tell you. But it's not in Canada.
That's a good clue.
Yes. You know me and my terrible clues, Karen. All right, that brings us back to you, Karen.
Oh, wow. Vacationing for 500?
Okay.
Ooh.
This is a classic destination for hikers and climbers. Which national park located in the western USA contains the features of E.I. Capitan and Half Dome? Is it Yosemite, Yellowstone, or Zion?
I'm going to go for Yosemite because that was my first thought before you even said the options. So,
You got it,
what's your
Karen. You got it.
That's Yosemite for 500. Good job. All right, Debbie, what would you like? We still have summer celebrations 4 and 500, summer blockbusters 2, 4, and 500, summer Olympics 3, 4, 500, and gardening for 200.
Let me see. 400 is celebration.
400 for celebrations.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's a big one.
That's a big one. This is a festival held every year before Lent and considered the biggest carnival in the world with 2 million people per day on the streets.
Okay. I think this is sort of like a religious kind of thing, isn't it?
I'm not sure if it's religious. It could be.
It is somewhere that is hosted the Olympics.
Yes, that is true. It is somewhere that hosted the Olympics and blew it out of the water for their welcoming ceremony.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, let me see. If I can remember the name of the country, maybe it's out there. Now, is it somewhere in Europe? This thing?
I don't think it's in Europe, is it?
Yeah.
No.
So,
No, I don't think so. I think it's more of a southern area.
In Canada?
Nope, not in Canada of the world.
States? Or the world?
Southern in the world.
Okay. Is it something to do with Muslim? No.
Mm-mm.
It can't be Australia because they couldn't find that many people per day to fill it.
No, it's definitely not Australia.
I heard of it, but I'm trying to remember the name of it now.
It's a toughie. It got Dawn. And this is a Chrissy Evil laughed.
Some kind of religious, let me see. Oh. It's a festival.
I'll give you another hint. It starts with an R.
R?
An R.
R.
oh,
A
so I'm going to have to pick again.
Oh, Karen has to rethink the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a Roman? No,
Starts with an R.
R. Begins with R.
Ooh, you're sounding out something that's similar.
You know what? I'm gonna have to pass
You're gonna have to pass.
That's okay.
That's okay, it's a toughie.
I can't think of it, what it is, what that thing is.
That's okay. All right.
Oh, Roman?
No, not Roman. All right, Richard. 400 for summer celebrations is back on the board. But what would you like to pick? Vacationing is gone.
I need that question for the one that you were just trying to get an answer.
Do you want 400 for summer celebrations? It is. This festival held every year before Lent and considered the biggest carnival in the world with 2 million people per day on the streets. It is in the southern part of the world and starts with an R. In the summer, or was it a Summer Olympic?
It's in Rio de Janeiro.
So,
That is correct. He did guess the right place. It is in Rio de Janeiro.
Now, what is it called?
What is it?
I can't think of it.
Don't think too hard.
Festival.
You can't think too hard into it, Richard.
I should know it because they celebrated it at the same time as the Olympics.
They did. And that's why it was such a big opening for the Olympics. They were on the same time.
It's almost like a Mardi Gras festival.
Yes, that's why Don was very, very close with the Mardi Gras, but the name Rio is in the festival name, so you did get that. What's the second word?
Carnival.
That is correct. The Rio Carnival is the answer. Good job for 400 points. The Rio Carnival.
I was thinking all along it should be something to do with carnival because it really is a big carnival.
It is a big carnival. Awesome job. That took 3 of our people to figure it out. That's great teamwork, guys. All right. Next up is you, Dawn. What would you like?
I'll go for some summer celebration.
Summer Celebrations 500?
500?
Ooh, going big. All right.
This one's supposed to be the hard one.
This is a hard one. This is harder than the last one. All right. This Japanese Buddhist custom is one of the most important traditions of Japanese culture. It is believed that during this time, spirits return to their homes to be reunited with their families, who light up paper lanterns inside their houses as a way to call their ancestors' spirits back home.
And it is not Day of the Dead.
It is not Day of the Dead. Ooh. Kieran, if you could see Dawn right now.
What are my choices?
See, Christy was really tricky with these, and she didn't give us any options. I was nice. With my questions, I gave you multiple choice.
Tell where?
Pardon?
Where?
Where is it? It is in Japan, because it's a Japanese Buddhist. It's part of Japanese culture. It's a short name, and it starts with an O.
It involves lanterns.
It involves lanterns, if that helps. I've never heard of it before. I don't know where she found it.
I can't think of anything like that relates to lanterns that starts with O.
I'll give you another hint. It's an O that has a dash. The second word starts with a B.
O Buddha?
Oh, you were so close. Would you give him that?
I think so.
I think so. Okay, you get that. It is Obon. So Obon, Obun, same thing. It's just said differently. Good job, Dawn.
Close game. Close game.
Yeah, so you got that 500 points.
That's my Canadian Japanese translation.
Yes, Canadian Japanese translation. Good job. All right, Karen, what would you like?
Oh, how about blockbusters for 500?
Ooh, going big too.
500. Oh.
All right, I think you'll get this one. 1984, it became the highest grossing comedy of all time. The casual humor blended spectacularly with otherworldly effects for an insta-quotable classic for haunted adventures.
1984?
1984.
And the last line talked about haunted adventures?
Yes, you picked that up, eh?
Yeah. I don't really have a clue, so I'm going to say what is Beetlejuice?
Good guess, but that's not the answer to this one.
Ghostbusters.
But it might, I don't know. We'll have to go for the next question. I'm not allowed to tell the answers.
Okay.
All right, good try, Karen. All right, Debbie, what would you like?
I will try. Let me see. Is vacation still on?
No, that one's empty.
There's gardening, Summer Olympics, or summer blockbusters, so movies.
Ooh. Okay, I'll try Summer Olympics.
All right, 300, 400, or 500?
500.
500.
The big one.
Whoa. All right. Who was supposed to host the 2020 Summer Olympics?
Who's the host? Oh,
Who was supposed to host the 2020 Summer Olympics before COVID happened?
oh, let me just see. Let me just see. I know I heard it, but let me just think. Is it the Summer Olympics? Is it gulping?
No, so it's not the activity. It's what city and country is going to hold the 2020 Summer Olympics. So we're gonna have, yeah,
Oh, was it Japan?
that is correct. Do you want to give a wild guess to the city? You'll get the points.
Yeah, because I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what city in Japan?
Let me see. What is, no, oh, wait a minute. I think I heard about this one. It's somewhere in, I don't know very much about their country there. I know it's far.
Yes, it is far.
You have to take, I think a train or something to go up there.
Yeah. Do you want to see if any of your teammates can have a guess?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else might know where it's located in Japan? That they were going to hold it in the city? You don't remember? Dawn, you want to give it a shot?
I almost think Kyoto.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else. Kyoto is what he guessed, but it's not Kyoto. It does have a T. Richard, do you have a guess for that?
Tokyo.
Richard says Tokyo, and that would be correct. Yes, it was supposed to be hosted in Tokyo, Japan. Yes, but you got the points anyway, Debbie, because you guessed Japan.
Yeah.
All right, Richard, this is your turn. So we have summer blockbusters for 2, 4, and 500, summer Olympics for 3 and 4, and gardening for 2.
Can you tell me how many points everybody's got?
We can announce points to everybody, yes. So everybody knows where they're at.
All right, Richard, you're at 1,800.
Okay.
And Karen and Debbie are tied at 1,300. And Dawn is 1,100. Very close.
It's a very close game.
Okay. I'll take the gardening one at, was it 300 or 200?
200.
Okay.
Take that one.
All right.
For how long can seeds remain dormant? Months, one season, or years?
Some seeds remain dormant for years.
You're right. Excellent.
That's a good question for a farmer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
All right. Our ne-
2,000 points now.
You are.
you are up to 2,000 points. All right, Dawn. What would you like? We only have Summer Olympics and Summer Blockbusters left. Hopefully you can see them okay.
Yep, oh yeah, I can see it.
Good.
I'll go for summer blockbusters for 400.
All right, Summer Blockbusters are 400. This adrenaline-fueled film about high-fiving naval pilots pushing their limits inside the danger zone.
Name the movie?
Yes, Karen has it.
Top Gun with Tom Cruise.
That is correct. It is Top Gun. I can hear the music playing in my head. They also had a ride called Top Gun that they changed at Wonderland at one point. Yeah, Canada's Wonderland. All right, Karen.
You're up to 1,500.
Well, that's why they changed it.
Why did they change it, Richard?
They scared too many people.
Oh, they scared too many people. That gave Karen a laugh. All right, Karen, you're up.
I have to do Blockbusters for 5.
Okay, trying to go for the lead.
Well, these guys are just jumping all over me here.
They are. All right, 1984, it became the highest grossing comedy of all time. The casual humor blended spectacularly with the otherworldly effects for an insta-quotable classic for haunted adventures.
What is Ghostbusters?
That is correct.
Yes,
You got
finally.
yes, you got your second chance.
Yes. I'm surprised no one jumped on that.
I know. You got it. So Karen got that for 500. Okay, Debbie. We had Summer Blockbusters for 200 or Summer Olympics for 300 or 400.
Summer Olympics, 400.
Ooh.
400, okay.
All right, competition. What Olympic team sport has these positions? Outside hitter, also called wing spiker, left side. A right side hitter, also called a wing spiker, right side. An opposite hitter or attacker. And a setter, middle blocker, center, middle hitter. And a libero, defensive specialist.
Is this a sport?
Yes, what sport do you think has those positions?
Is it baseball?
No, good guess though. That was a good guess. It was not baseball. We're gonna move to Richard next, but that was a really good guess, Debbie. All right, Richard, what would you like to pick? Summer Blockbusters for 200 or Summer Olympics for...
I'll try that same question, but I needed the whole question
Okay,
repeated.
no problem. What Olympic team sport has these positions? Outside hitter, also called wing spiker left side. Right side hitter, also called wing spiker right side. An opposite hitter or attacker. A setter. Middle blocker. Center middle hitter. A libero or a defensive specialist.
I've never heard those words, but I'm thinking it's volleyball.
Oh my goodness, for someone who has never heard those words before, you would be correct.
Oh,
It is volleyball. Good guess.
I played volleyball, but I never heard those comments.
Yeah, that's right.
The striker was the main person that started each game.
Yes, the person who's setting the game, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good guess. All right. Dawn, we have two options now. Summer Blockbusters for 2 or Summer Olympics for 3. Ooh, going high. All right. Name one of the 4 new sports added to the Summer Games in 2020.
Golf?
So it's a sport that hasn't been added into the Olympics yet. So Japan just added it in, or China just added in these new sports. So there's 4 of them that were not in Summer Olympics before, but now have been added. So it's not,
Golf was in before?
golf was already in before, yeah.
Windsurfing maybe, or sailing?
Well, you know what? I'll give it to you because you said surfing.
Yeah.
And surfing is added this year, so that is correct.
Good, Don.
Good job.
Which should not be a sport.
Christy's very angry about this. She doesn't think surfing should be considered a sport in the Olympics. The 4...
I get a tidal wave in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard,
I'm coming halfway across the island.
that's true. Did you guys hear Richard? He said something
Sorry,
about
what did you say?
Yeah, you did. About the tidal wave coming across the island in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tsunami surfing.
tsunami surfing, Don said.
Yeah.
All right. So the 4 sports actually were surfing, skateboarding, karate, and baseball or softball. Yeah. So that's what was supposed to be added this year.
Last one.
I wonder where they're going to do their surfing because you need.
Okay, so it's softball, baseball that's being added. Yeah. All right, Karen.
That's right, Debbie.
Yeah, I wonder where they're going to do their surfing.
That's true. I wonder too.
Trick question, ask them if they know what they took out.
Oh, do you guys know what they took out of the Summer Olympics this year?
What is it?
Christy just threw it in there.
The only way they can do surfing is in Hawaii.
I know.
It's one they took out.
One they took out. Which one do you think they took out?
Can you give me a cue letter that it's fencing?
Did you say fencing? Richard?
I don't know. I'm just taking
It's a guess. Was it fencing?
It is not.
Not fencing. Can you
Here's
give us
the
a hint?
One of the Canadian women locally from Niagara region is a bronze medalist and a silver medalist in this event. I actually went to school with her.
Do you guys hear this?
I'm sorry.
No.
Could you repeat that again?
We're gonna bring her over here because it's a lot to repeat.
Hello!
All
right. This event that they removed from the Olympics, one of the young Canadian girls in Niagara region her name was Tanya Verbeek. She won silver, I think twice, and a bronze once. And she actually went to Beamsville High School with me. We weren't friends though, she's kind of snooty. So it's a one-person sport, 2 people go against each other. You wear a different kind of helmet and something like a leotard.
Helmet and leotard.
Yep. Helmet and a leotard.
Oh.
And this is outdoors or indoors?
It is, I would say indoors, but it could be outdoors too.
Oh, then I have no idea.
No, it's indoors, I'm lying.
Indoors?
Yep.
Okay. And you think it's not fencing at all, eh?
It is not fencing, but that's an excellent guess.
Okay. Let me see. You have to wear a helmet. You have to wear
Squash?
leotard.
It is not squashed on, good guess.
Is it a water sport?
It is not a water sport.
Ooh, it is not a water sport.
It is played on a mat.
Ooh.
Oh, let me just see.
You would be pinned in this.
Hmm.
Oh, you got it, Dawn? Karen's still thinking. Sorry?
Women's wrestling?
Yes, women or men's wrestling. They took out all of wrestling, which to me is way more of a sport than surfing. It's disappointing. All right.
Fighting is tough though, actually.
Probably. All right, but on that note, I'm out.
Thank you for that bit of information.
What's that, Richard?
Downhill
A downhill ice sport?
Yeah, you said they had to wear a helmet.
Oh, no, she said it's a summer sport. It was wrestling.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yes. That's what they took out of the Olympics this year for summer. Yeah, to make room for surfing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a paper about it.
I know. All right, Karen. Do you want to? I guess you have one choice.
Let's go for it.
All right, 200 for summer blockbusters. All right. Steven Spielberg's classic about an abandoned alien taking in a young boy is a fun and formidable slice of family entertainment that has broke all kinds of box office records back in 1982.
That'd be E.T.?
That would be E.T. That is correct.
Yes.
All right, here comes Wendy with the results. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go.
All right, first place is Richard with 2,400. Good job, Richard.
Everybody's clapping.
Next is Karen with 2,000.
Ooh,
Very
yay.
And then Dawn at 1,800.
Nice.
Excellent. And Debbie at 1,300.
Good job, Debbie.
Good game.
Thank you.
All of you guys got really high points. Great job. All right, so that brings us to the end of today. As for tomorrow, it will be a surprise what we have for you. Surprise for all of us.
Do you have a bonus question for the end of the game?
Well, I mean, if you want a bonus question, sure. Christy, you're good at bonus questions.
Okay.
Here she comes with our
Although
bonus
it's not
question.
Hey, Wendy.
I'm back.
What's Christy's favorite sport?
Oh, what is it, Dawn?
Snorkeling.
Sorry? Oh, that is. I'm a huge avid snorkeler.
Oh.
So that should be an Olympic sport, by the way. Okay, here's the bonus question. But it is actually involved in the Winter Olympics. What sport did Canada win its very first gold medal on Canadian soil?
Anybody can answer.
Yeah,
Good question.
right? It was a big one. It's the first time in history, I think, that somebody won gold on their own home territory.
What is the first? Who's the first? Can you repeat that question again?
Sure. I will even say in 2010, when we had the Olympics in Vancouver, what Olympic sport did the first Canadian win gold on home field or homeland?
Oh, you got it, Richard?
Hockey.
Is it
No, it is not hockey. It is a type of skiing.
They did win it.
I was going to say that. Is it like a freestyle skiing?
Yes, it's like the aerial freestyle where they do the, yeah, and his name was Alex. Fair enough.
Wow.
Oh, very
So-
cool.
Yeah, and I remember being at the cottage, watching very quietly where everybody's sleeping, and all of a sudden he won, and I was like, ah! And I was so excited.
Yeah.
I woke everybody up. Okay, bye guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Richard says bye, Christy.
Hi.
All right, guys. So yes, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll probably send you another email request if you're on Teams, Karen and Dawn, and Debbie will do our regular. And Richard, I'll call you tomorrow at 2.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
That
Bye,
went
Dawn.
great,
Thank
guys.
you.
Great
See you
job.
tomorrow.
Bye.
It's okay.
Oh, here I am already.
Oh, I hung up on him.
Oh.
Well, that's rude.
That was so rude.
Hey, tell me to